Breaking news. All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the Inter TV news. This is where you get your legit information, raw information regarding what is happening in Finland and regarding the war between the Biafra Liberation Army and the Zoo Army of Nigeria. Now, why can't Musa rest? Musa have been going to different world media platforms to expose the Nigerian military, because he's thinking he is exposing the Biafra movement, whereas he's exposing his own military. Remember last week he went to Al Jazeera and he was talking about how Nigeria don't have access to arms. You are a whole chief of defense staff. You are talking about how Nigerian military don't have ordinary access to arms. That Nigeria don't have the license to produce guns. That was his statement last week when he went to Al Jazeera. Yesterday, and on an interview, he's talking about the arrest of Simon Ekpa have reduced the insecurities in Southeast. Who said so? Who said so? The arrest of Simon Ekpa have multiplied the high rate of insecurity in Southeast, if you don't know. Just last December, do you know how many communities that your so-called men bombarded and destroyed? Do you know how many innocent Biafrans that are lavishing there in prison? Do you know how many innocent Biafrans that are being killed and tortured by your so-called men? You're talking about South is being safe now. South is now safe. Look at you, Musa. Look at you, Musa. Because you have been trying everything possible to make sure that Finland bring to you. You want Finland to serve you Simon Ekpa on a platter of gold. You want Finland to serve you Simon Ekpa for a lunch, breakfast or dinner. That is what you want. And that is what this same Musa have been fighting about. That is why he kept going to different media to expose himself. You're talking about Southeast being safe. That Simon Ekpa had been arrested. You can see that Southeast has been safe. Who told you Southeast has been safe? Do you know how many people that your so-called men have tortured? And do you know how many communities your so-called men have destroyed? Is it because of the Nigerian media don't expose all these things? Is it because the Nigerian media is so corrupt and so faulty that they can't even expose all these particular things? But what they are keen on doing is to expose anything that concerns, any negative things that concerns the Biafra or that concerns the liberation or concerns our freedom. That is where you see Nigerian media. That is why you have this local media, our local channels, because we are the people on ground. We are the people that are going to expose the Nigerian military and the Nigerian state, so that the whole world will realize what is actually happening in Southeast. So you talking about Southeast is not safe is a very big lie, because the people causing the insecurities in Southeast are the same your so-called Nigerian military. They are the ones causing these same insecurities in Southeast. You think you can defeat the People's Army? Look at this so-called governor. Look at these so-called governors. Do you know how much they are being received about security allowance? Security allowance of the different states in Southeast is too much. That is why they keep creating their own different security units and security outlets. Look at Sonudo. Sonudo just gave out close to 90 million vehicles to his so-called personal security unit. Obunigwe. Rubbish set of politicians. So the politicians and your so-called military are the ones causing the insecurities in Southeast. We keep saying it, and we have proof to it. So no matter the kind of propaganda you are using to go to media, to go to Finland, no matter the kind of propaganda you are using, Finland have vowed to protect their own. And Finland knows that what Simon Ekpa is doing is to fight you guys. Is to defend our land from to defend our land from the terrorist attack from you guys. Yes, you're talking about defending. Look at what is happening in the North Central. Look at how these Fulani Janjaweeds, these terrorists, have taken over so many local governments in the North. Look at what is happening in the Jos. Look at what is happening in Benue. So that is it. You have been exposed and running to media houses to make sure that Finland knows that what you're talking about is real. That shows a high level of failure. That shows high level of failure. So arrest or interrogation of Simon Ekpa have never reduced any insecurity in Southeast. Rather, it has increased more insecurities in Southeast, because what Simon Ekpa has been doing is to use his own social media handle to expose you guys. People go to Simon Ekpa's handle to find out what is actually happening in Southeast. People go to his handle to find out where you guys have destroyed and where you have not destroyed. So that is what is happening. What is happening is that Simon Ekpa interrogation have made people blind towards the high rate of insecurity in Southeast. Because everybody believes in the source, and Simon Ekpa has been the source for years, because he exposes what you guys have been doing in Southeast. The killings, the bombing, the destruction, the arrest. That is what he has been doing. He has been defending the Biafra land, and the Biafra movement is not a new thing to the world or to the United Nations. They know what is happening, and so just stop hoping that Simon Ekpa will be served to you on a platter of gold so that you will destroy him as you are destroying Mazana de Carlo in trial. How can somebody be in trial in DSS custody for getting to 4 years now without no trial, without nothing? That is what you want to do to Simon Ekpa. But you have failed, because Finland will keep protecting Simon Ekpa because he is their own. He has fought for them. And Finland too got their independence too. So that is it. So the more you keep coming from left, the more the Biafra Liberation Army keep coming from right. But very soon it will shock you. Very soon you will be shocked. Because this year, the Biafran agitation and Biafra liberation will have a different shape. Because believe me, very soon it will shock you. It will shock you very soon, because so many people are ready to pick up this agitation. So if you think you can kill one, thousands are there ready to pick up this agitation. Now, let me share you an important video so that you understand what we're talking about, and you understand how we, the Biafran Liberation Army, and we, the Biafrans, we keep talking, we keep spreading this information so that the whole world will realize what is actually happening in Southeast. The Nigerian state is sinking, and all we are saying is that we don't want to sink with the Nigerian state. We need to be liberated from the Nigerian state, because the Tinubu government will sink the Nigerian state. The Tinubu government will sink the Nigerian state. And believe me, it's just 2 years now. And believe me, in the next 8 years, the next 6 years coming, in the next 6 years, because he will still rule again for another 4 years. In the next 6 years, Nigeria will be totally finished. Nigeria will be finished totally. Now, listen to this video I'm about to share now. If you are joining us now, do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Turn on the notification button for more updates, and be the first to watch our videos each time we post. Now, listen.
Message to pass to Biafrans. Please don't be fooled, and don't fall for this cheap propaganda that is flying everywhere. The Nigerian government, they are doing everything they can to make sure they sabotage what we are doing, to make sure they sabotage our freedom. Don't fall for their cheap blackmail. The Nigerian terrorist state got a media. They are out there not to help us in our cause. Rather, they're doing everything they can to demoralize us, to make it seem like we are not winning. But the Biafran people have made up their mind to be free from a terrorist country called Nigeria. The Biafran land, the Biafran territory belong to the people of Biafra. Please, don't fall for their cheap blackmail and their cheap propaganda. And there is audio circulating all over social media. Please kindly ignore that audio. A man saying some source of untruth message coming from Finland about our Prime Minister is all false. Please, our Prime Minister send his warm greeting to Biafran people All we know is that he will soon be with us. Ignore the audio message flying. Be strong. Everything that is happening now is expected. That in freedom fighting is not going to be easy. We never prayed for it, but we knew that the Nigerian terrorist state will always do whatever they can to bring us down. They will always do whatever they can to make sure that Biafra land is not safe, to make sure that they demoralize the people of Biafra. Please don't fall for their cheap blackmail propaganda coming from the Nigerian gutter media news. And the audio that is flying for a couple of days now, almost a week, about our Prime Minister that was called for questioning in Finland, kindly ignore that audio. It's fake, it's not true. Please kindly ignore. Fellow Biafrans, be strong. We know it's not going to be easy, but at the end, we will prevail. At the end, Biafran territory will fully be liberated. At the end, our sovereign nation will come to stand. Please stand your ground, be strong. Ignore the audio that is flying everywhere. Choose your source of news. Choose your source of news. I repeat, choose your source of news. We have our media teams where you can get credible news from. Please stop listening to all this fake gutter media news. Stop listening to our enemies. Stop watching them if possible, because watching them will give you harm. Watching them will not solve your problem. I repeat, please, fellow Biafrans, choose the source of the news you listen to. Stop watching the Nigerian gutter media. It's not meant for us. They're never going to say anything in our favor. And for the sabos, those that are against our liberation, if you are following them on Twitter and YouTube, unfollow them, because they will never give you no joy. Everything they will do is how to bring us down, how to demoralize you with their fake news. We have our media team from today, fellow Biafrans. If you have not been following them on Twitter and on YouTube, kindly do that. The source of news you listen to will help you daily. Greeting, fellow Biafrans. As the acting Prime Minister, I'm delighted to share this good news with you on behalf of the Biafra Republic government in exile. In a few days, the Biafran people will be seeing the result and the achievement that we have made in the past few weeks. Our work will speak for itself. A lot will be coming from Washington, D.C., where we have been dialoguing with the members of Congress. Just be strong, stay tuned, follow our media team, the source of our information so you can get the credible information you need. Just be strong. We know this is a troubled time. We're going through a lot. And remember, we are fighting to free ourselves. It's never going to be easy. It's not a joke. It's not bread and butter journey. Please, kindly be strong. Be strong. Biafra is here. Biafra is already clear. And what we are doing is freeing ourselves from our enemy and to make sure they are totally out of our territory, because the land of Biafra belongs to us. Then you just need to ask yourself a question: what do you need to do to help our liberation?
To tell me what they want to tell me. I said, everybody wants to tell me what they want to tell me. Nobody is ready to be open for conversation. I am here for peace, and I am here for the continuation of the great movement for total exit from the Zoological Republic. We cannot deceive ourselves. We are still in exile. We cannot deceive ourselves. We are still in exile. Whether you like it or not, whether we say it or not, we are still in exile. That is the final point. We have redeclared Biafra, yes. Are we at home governing ourselves? The answer is no. We are still in exile. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you like the way I'm saying it or not, the truth of the matter is that we are still in exile. I have not come here to paint word or to listen to anybody. Nobody feeds me, nobody pays me anything. The truth of the matter, whether you want to hear it or not, is that we are still in exile. If we are not in exile, all of us should. There is a word used by our Prime Minister. He said, Biafra mass exodus. We all should have been here now. We all should have been here now, forming our. We should be here now, forming our electoral commission. That is going to be the number one thing for the BLGIE. Form our electoral commission, put fixed date, start campaigning and fixed date for election to happen. After Biafran people must have chosen who they want to govern them, then we will go into a new government. Here in homeland, that is how it's done. Let me tell you the truth. We are still in exile. So please, anybody who is calling me from the side of Mazo Genkere, the finance minister, or you are calling me from the side of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the CEO, please stop calling me already. Stop calling me already. I don't want to hear anything from anybody, because before the start of this battle or this fight you people are fighting within the cabinet, I was not aware. Nobody told me anything. You did not call me for a meeting. It beats my imagination to know that people who are fighting in this government with me will go to cabinet meeting for how long now? You don't ask yourself, why is Biafra Unite not present here? You don't ask yourself. I know some Biafrans will be having goosebumps to hear what I'm saying this night. You think I'm happy? You think I'm laughing? It is simply because I put Biafra first. That's why I don't speak. That's why I don't talk anyhow. I made a great promise to Mazi Simon Ekpa from the beginning, before all of you even joined the struggle. That very meeting was only between me, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and Madam Azoka. Only 3 of us were there. No other person. I made a great promise to Mazi Simon Ekpa, and I am still standing on that promise today. It is only between me and him. So, now that you people are beginning to do what you are doing, I don't want to receive any call from two different people or 2 different groups. We have only one group in the government. The only word I want to say, because I don't want to go deep or deeper, a lot of things have gone under the radar, and I don't want to talk too much in the public. But with the little one that I have said, all of you calling me from different angle must have known how I feel for now. Now let me make it very clear to everybody. No bụ na mmiri gbalụọ n'isi. Ọ bụ na mmiri gbalụọ n'isi. Before you meta mmiri anwa, ị agakwa bidokwa n'isi wee bido. Before mmiri anwa dị mma ọṅụṅụ again, ị agakwa bidokwa n'isi. So, what am I trying to say here? What is going on today began with the Biafra Republic Government in Exile cabinet from inside. All of you were together inside. I was not there. I wasn't aware anything that is going on. Both the redeclaration of Biafra, the change of date, the disbandment of cabinet, the fundraising or whatever, I wasn't aware. Nobody told me anything. So if you think that I will stand here to speak on behalf of Ogenkere or Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, I will disappoint you, because I can't defend something that I don't know about. I only get information directly from the Prime Minister, because you people did not add me to your group. It's a great shame that just 2 weeks of our PM's, arrest, let me use the word, arrest, and today, this is what we are hearing. So my word is very simple. Before, as far as I'm concerned now, as far as I am concerned, I do not recognize any single thing that is going on outside the structure that I know that Mazi Simon Ekpa put in place. The same way I recognize all of you and your positions, nothing has changed to my own side. You understand? The same way I recognize all of you with your positions, all of you, everybody included. I don't need your position. Don't give me any position, because I don't need it. I have said it before, even before the formation of the government. I said when we were fighting the criminals in the DOS, I said I don't need position. And that is where I still stand till today. I don't need any position in the government. Have you given me any position before? The answer is no. So before anybody, in fact, this my phone, I will switch it off. I don't want to hear anything from anybody. The only message I want to receive is invitation for a general meeting for the government in exile officials, so that we all will come together and talk this whole thing out inside the house. We cannot afford to allow the enemies to laugh at us. Anybody, if you are forming anything you are forming, I don't know about it. And don't count me in. I'm talking to everybody. I am talking to everybody. I'm talking to everybody. I have come here to charter the table. In case if anybody is thinking, oh, I'm with Biafra Unite, or no, you are not with me. I myself, I am with the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BLGIE, and the Prime Minister Mazi Samoneba, and Biafrans at large. I am not with any group. I am not on the side of any group. So if you are forming whatever you are forming, count me out of it. This very broadcast today will be kept as a record for record purposes. I am making it very, very clear today. I am not on the side of any individual or any group outside Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BLGIE. And I don't want anybody to call me on phone again to talk about anybody, because I have received many calls from this party, received another party from, received so many calls from another party. I don't want to hear this person did this or that person did that on telephone. Because Nandi Bosina di biuno anarebi beno no fuonya. Mu abudi biuno. Ifem bubu regional di biu lokara ka bu ifem buzibo Kenya na this struggle, in case you don't know. All of you that pretended not to know the importance of media, you pretended not to know the importance of Biafra Unite in this very struggle. I want to tell you, I'm not saying that without me nothing will happen. No, I'm not God. But I'm telling you that from the beginning of this very platform, Biafrans have always known me as a man who stands for the truth. And what I tell them, they will reason with it because they all know the truth. Even though they don't see it when they did not see when it happened, but the minds, the spirit that God put in them will let them know the truth, will open their eyes to see the truth. So, the only message, let me repeat it for the last time. The only message, I don't want to receive any call from anybody, please. The only, in fact, and any group you are creating, don't add me there. Don't put my number on any group, because the former cabinet group platform, you did not put me there. You didn't put my number there. You removed me from. You didn't, because many of you are afraid of my madness, because you have all seen how I fought the DOS. Now, do not put me in any group, be it physical group, WhatsApp group, Telegram group, whatever group. Don't put me both in the two sides. From these two sides that are fighting whatever they are fighting for, which I don't know, nobody told me. Don't put me there. I am not there. The only message I want to receive from you people is an invitation for a cabinet meeting to resolve all this, and we continue. We can't afford to allow the zoo to laugh at us. We can never afford to allow any individual or group of people to say, look at them. We say that in the bagachi nefufa nezuzu. No. Just 2 weeks. Our PM will everywhere na ja. Only 2 weeks. In Kamazinam de Kano Kadema, at least in Kano 1 month. Only 2 weeks. Ifelo ne mekwandibo. Kanswa no nubani. Ifelo no kono nanya. Ifele mebuomu. Ifele mebuomu ndibani. Gini ne mono. Kede fono na azo. Omuka ka ogika. Gini ka ono na azo. Enwetabe nwere onwe ono na azo. Gini ka ono na azo. Bu ego ka ono na azo. Ka obu ike ka ono na azo. Ka obu position ka ono na azo. Inwetebere onwere onwe. Anyị ka nọkwa na diaspora. Anyị ka nọkwa na exile. Anyị ka nọrọ na homeland wee chibo onwe anyị. Ono na azo ike na azo. Obu ego ka ono na azo. Ka obu gini ka ono na azo. Biafrans, I want to let you know that I am not aware of anything that is going on. I don't know anything. No one, they have never for one day called me for meeting before. For one day. So please, my beloved and highly respected Biafra Republic government in exile, officials, from top to bottom, everyone is important. Everyone is needed. We need all of you. Biafrans need all of you. The restoration of Biafra needs all of you. The release of our PM and Mazinam Dekano need all of you. You people should come together. Forget whatever you are forming, because as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't exist. It does not exist. Everybody is hearing me now making this announcement so that tomorrow, don't say that I did not say it. Because I will never stand with whatever you are forming. I'm going to disappoint all of you. I will. I disappointed in Sima and Nelly. That's why they fought me. That's why they fought me. Because when they were ganging up to fight Mazi Samone, they were calling me, they were gathering me, believing that we are together. I am not, you don't know me. I am not together with anything you are forming. I am not together with you. I am making it clear now. Go and ask Insima, go and ask Nelly. I disappointed them. When they finished the whole arrangement, now the plan was now to come out in the air, in the public, to come out on media and begin